Thank you, Peyton. The Montgomery Museum of Art and History has an exciting new exhibit coming up that explores and celebrates the county's rich legacy in aviation. It features historic artifacts and fascinating stories. So joining me now to tell us all about it are Sherry Wyatt and Casey Jenkins. Great to have you on the show. Welcome.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, this is exciting. You know, this is something I don't think that a lot of people think much about. So let's talk about some of the key features of the county's aviation history that we need to know.
Sure. So actually Montgomery County has a very long history in aviation, early landing fields in the 19-teens, and that quickly became what was first called the VPI Airport, Virginia Tech Airport, and then in Blacksburg, and then later on the aeronautics curriculum, which eventually grew into the aerospace and ocean engineering program at Virginia Tech as well. Also, there are stories coming out of Radford Arsenal. They were instrumental in the development of propellants for missiles during the space race.
Oh, yeah.
We have the contributions that local men made during World War II in aviation, in the military, and also, and finally, the recent developments of drone technology from Wing.
Oh yeah, so I want to get into Wing, but we've got a couple of things here on display. So tell us a little bit of, these are just some of the artifacts that are going to be on display at this exhibit.
Right.
So let's start with this painting right here.
Yeah, so this is a photograph, a promotional photograph taken of a B-29 bomber, and it was piloted by a Christiansburg man by the name of Jack Graybill.
Oh,
and he was
okay.
in the Army Air Corps, the predecessor of the Air Force.
And I'm sure he's got some stories to tell about those adventures. And of course, you've got, World War II, artifacts here on the table with a hat and this book too, all about Virginia Tech.
Yeah, so this is a bugle. It's a 1942 yearbook from Virginia Tech, then known as VPI. And it features some of the photographs of airplanes going over the drill field, because during the war effort, there were a lot of training going on, both for pilots, but also for mechanics, because you can't fly without those mechanics to get you in the air.
Yeah.
And so both programs were going on at the Virginia Tech Airport.
That's fascinating. All right, so Casey, let's talk a little bit about that partnership with Wing Aviation. Why is that so important for you?
Yeah, so Wing is drone delivery, and that's sort of cutting edge technology, one of the really making history in the making right now. It is a Google Alphabet company, and Christiansburg, Virginia was the first site in the United States for commercialized drone delivery with a lot of retailers. And so they made history right here in Southwest Virginia. And so they have generously agreed to sponsor this exhibit. We'll have some in their own paraphernalia in the exhibit. So we will have large commercial drones hanging from the ceiling, suspended from the ceiling, as well as on a pedestal as soon as you walk in to greet you in the main lobby. And then that really speaks to, again, the importance of aviation in its newest form of technology that we see in today. So Wing is a generous sponsor of the exhibit, and they'll be on site there as well. So that is incredibly cool. The exhibit also will feature Virginia Tech and the Mid-Atlantic partnership that Virginia Tech has as well. So there's a lot to see and do with this exhibit. And we're talking about all this history of aviation, but it'll come to fruition with, history unfolding in front of us with Wing in particular.
Yeah, this groundbreaking technology right in our backyard.
Absolutely.
That's really incredible. Yeah, a lot of people don't realize that it happened right here in our backyard.
Yeah.
So above is the exhibit, that's what it's called. And then of course you have Flight, which is the art exhibit that's kind of coinciding with this, is that right?
Yes, exactly. So we have a number of regional artists also represented in the exhibit that really take their own perspective and approach to the themed art show of aviation. So we're going to get a lot of depictions of aerials and landscapes and those kind of things that will really complement what you see on the history side of the exhibit as well. So it's an art and history exhibit opening that we're really excited about.
Yeah, I'm sure we saw some pictures there of some of the the construction of this exhibit. I'm sure that a lot went into it. You're having an opening reception coming up. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so that will be on Thursday, September 26th from 5 to 7 in our building there. And then that's a great way for people to get out and really see all of these cool things, 3D objects that will be on display like the drones and many others about military aviation as well. that will be there. It'll be great. It'll be perspectives from the Virginia Tech Airport, the Arsenal, as Sherry mentioned earlier. So just a lot to see, because Montgomery County and Southwest Virginia really speaks highly to the aviation history in a way that now we see anywhere across the country as well. So it's a lot to be proud of.
Yeah, absolutely. And come on out and see it. So there's the information on your screen. That's happening Thursday, September 26th from 5 to 7. That's the opening reception if you'd like to attend that. We'll have a link on our website, but this exhibit runs till when? How long is this going to
It actually runs through next spring.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so plenty of time to
Yeah.
go see it. Thank you both for being here and
Thank
sharing these
you.
wonderful artifacts.
Thanks for
We
having
really
us.
appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Okay, and we'll be right back.